Say hey everybody, Golf House here, and welcome back to the stack. This is episode 14? Oh, what the f... Okay, so it looks like somebody narked us out about the meth lab, which is totally not a meth lab, by the way, in case you were at all curious. It's simply a set of brewing stands. Lots of brewing stands that are used for highly legitimate and completely non-recreational purposes. I happen to be, well studied in these things. I have a bachelor's degree in alchemy, and a master's degree in running around in a speed potion induced fury. Yeah. Anyway, this obviously will not do. We're even losing some of the free wool that we've gotten up there. We'll have to go back and get those. And I don't think it takes a genius to figure out who is responsible for this madness. They've closed down the house because of the so-called meth lab. And yeah, of course it's stress. Who else would it be? Who else would have the gumption to do this to my lovely abode? And who else, I dare say, is probably justified in doing it. Anyway, this of course means war. This also means that we need to get those pieces of wool down, and I can't get them from here. Let's go ahead and pillar up, because just because it's prank wool doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep it. But yeah, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something big. Now, in the past, we've pranked her house, and we all know how proud of her house she is. But this time, I think we have to go a little bit deeper. We have to take care of the one thing that she likes more than looking at herself. So here's the plan. We're gonna take Horseykins, and really this is a prank on Stress, but it's really an act of freedom for Horseykins, because look at this small little stable that Horseykins has to live in. This is actually an improvement over Horseykins' previous living conditions, where he was stuck in there. But anyway, we're gonna take Horseykins out of that desolation, and we're gonna move him over to that island over there. But we're not just going to do that. I mean, just dragging him over there and leaving him on that island, that is not a prank worthy of Fullstack. So we're going to actually turn this island over here into something fit for a king, or at least a horse. And once we have that all dolled up, then we'll grab a leash and we'll drag Horseykins over there. And, Stress may not like it, but I'm pretty sure Horseykins is going to be pretty pleased with it. So, as you can see, I've done a little bit of resource gathering and a little bit of landscaping. I've come up here, I've removed a lot of the sand. I took this whole mountain down about 3 levels, took out most of the sand on this level and replaced it with dirt. You can see the grass is just starting to grow in. I didn't take out all the sand because I wanted it to look at least a little bit natural. Over here we've got this section. I think somebody came over here to collect some sand. In fact, it might have been me in one of my first adventures on Fullstack. Don't know what I'm going to do about this yet. We may just kind of blow this whole area up and let the water reclaim it. Kind of let the border of it come back here. That's probably what we'll do. But anyway, as you can see, the grass is growing in pretty nicely. I've also come over here and I've kind of sketched out two little areas for some entrance towers to Horseykins' stables. Now, I don't really know ultimately what I'm going to do with these, but I do know that I want to use clay. And if we go ahead and put down the chest there, you can see I've got stacks and stacks of hardened clay. And I think what we're going to do is actually, you know what, I'm not going to use the pink yet. We're going to make some purple. So we're going to make some purple stained clay because if you haven't seen Stressmonster's videos lately, she has been building a bouncy castle, like a bouncy house kind of a thing over in the theme park. I gotta be honest, it's actually pretty fun. I've gone over there a couple of times and bounced around on it. It's pretty neat. But the whole thing is, well, girly. And if this is going to be Horseykins' stable, it probably needs to be a little girly too. So we're going to use a lot of the same colors that that Stress used in her build, and hopefully she'll appreciate it. Good start. Okay, so we're making a little bit of progress here. The towers are not that tall. They're certainly not as tall as Stress's bouncy castle, but that's not really what I'm going for. And ultimately, this is probably going to be a temporary structure anyway. So we don't really have to worry about aesthetics too much. We do want it to be a little bit pretty though, so I've gone ahead and I've added some pink glass in here. We will glass this up, but I have to get back in here because I want to do something with the floor. Now we're going to leave the towers open to the sky. I may put something else up on the walls, but I actually want the roof open because what I'm planning on doing is using that yellow and black carpet that Stress so generously donated by pranking our house, and making some carpet, some yellow carpet and some black carpet, and then spelling out the letters HK in these turrets. That of course stands for Horseykins, and the only reason that I want to do that is because then if this is open so that you can see it, our giant map in the spawn tower that you can't actually see at all from here. Interesting. But the giant map in the spawn tower will then have the HK on it, which I think will be pretty neat. So yeah, we're making progress here. I'm gonna go ahead and make those carpets, get the floor done, and then we're gonna do just a few little touch-ups here. We're gonna put some fences down so that Horseykins doesn't accidentally end up in the water, because that's not really a good prank. That's just torture. So we don't want to do that. We'll put up some fences to keep Horseykins safe, and then it'll be time for our covert operation. But before we do all that, there's something we need to attend to. And I still have 2 left over. Okay, so I think we're just about done here. I've gone ahead and I've finished up a few things. I did go ahead and put a roof on the towers because I found out that if you put colored glass up there, it won't mess up the map at all. So I've got plenty of fences. We've got some cobblestone walls here at the entrance, and then just kind of spruce fences along the way. I planted a few trees just to give the horse a little bit of shade, and I gave some little hay bales here and there for Horseykins to munch on. Actually got a few more of these. Let's go ahead and just make sure that we do this up right. We'll go here. There goes my phone, and we'll go here. Right? Why not? And then that also gives us the ability to kind of jump out at various points. We've got a little steeplechase here, so if Horseykins wants to practice his or her. I don't honestly know what Horseykins is, but if Horseykins wants to practice their jumping, they can do that here. I was trying to put some flags up there. I tried with some wool. I tried with the stained glass, and I just don't think the towers are big enough to really support that. But I did leave the poles up there because I thought that was an interesting detail, and I did manage to go back and clean up all of the water. Oh, Jay's BRBing again. Going to be well, as you can see, I didn't quite get all the water. I may have to come back with some buckets and kind of clean that up a little bit. We had a bit of a waterfall kind of thing going here, so I ended up having to fill in a lot of what I blew up. But oh well, it was fun. TNT is always interesting and always worth the effort. Now I think it's just time for us to go and populate our stable. Okay, so this is really sad. When Stress built this stable for Horseykins, she only put one fence gate in, so Horseykins can't even get out. Clearly, she was not that concerned about ever taking Horseykins out of this stable. It's okay, Horseykins. We've got a nice place for you to end up. Okay, Horseykins, how do you like this? Oh, I think he likes it. He likes that grass. Look at that tail wagging. Oh, man. This is like paradise for you, isn't it? Well, I hope you like it here for, well, as long as Stressmonster lets you stay. But yeah, unless she comes and takes you back to that horrible place that she was hiding you out before, this is your home now. Yay! So there's really only one thing left to do here, and that is to go ahead and christen the Horseykins Home for Neglected Equine Citizens. And that's pretty much all there is to say about it. Hopefully Horseykins likes his/her new home, and hopefully Stress enjoys the prank. Hopefully you have too. If you've liked the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you've really liked it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if me liberating horses from their captors makes you feel better about the world that you live in, go ahead and stalk me on social media. I'm darn near everywhere. And until next time, my name is Golfhouse. This has been Fullstack. We'll catch you later.